Welcome to the Universidad Europea de Madrid. My name is Mauricio Padilla, Director of Academic Orientation, and thank you for joining us in this international open house event live from our campus of Villavicencio Celedón. Choosing a degree in a university can be extremely challenging, and we encourage you to explore a wide array of options. After all, the 4, 5, or 6 years of undergraduate studies entail much more than simply attending classes, studying for exams, carrying out projects, and writing theses. Rather, your university experience should provide you with a platform to grow, mature, participate in extracurricular activities, find your calling, network, and forge lifelong friendships with classmates and professors. In this virtual event, I hope to shed light upon the Universidad Europea de Madrid, explain our wide portfolio of bachelor's degree taught 100% in English, provide an overview of campus life and culture, detail the admission process, and answer any questions you may have in our Q&A session to follow. All with the goal of helping you in your research for you to find the university that best fits your personal needs and promising future. So you may be wondering, where exactly is the Universidad Europea de Madrid and what's the campus like? Well, founded in 1989, we are a private international university whose main campus in Madrid is located 15 kilometers to the southwest of the city center, within the quaint town of Villavicencio Celedón. Although we do have a smaller, more boutique campus located in the north of Madrid, in Alcobendas, and one more in the city center of Madrid, Creative Campus. However, the Spanish capital is not our only base, as we also have campuses in Valencia, Alicante, and the Canary Island in Tenerife. And it doesn't stop there, as we are currently in the process of opening additional campuses in Malaga. Nevertheless, regardless of which campus you carry out your studies, our university emphasizes experiential learning or learning by doing. How do we accomplish this? Well, a large portion of our degree's curricula take place outside of the traditional classroom, within our own campus laboratories, workshops, simulation zones, as well as in real-life professional settings, thanks to the numerous agreements and relationships we've forged with multinational companies, institutions, and hospitals, where our students carry out their curricular internships. We also foster a multicultural environment in which almost half of our student body is international. And while we are on this topic, I am aware that many of you will be departing your respective home countries and relocating to Spain to embark on this new chapter, which, albeit exciting, can seem a bit scary. A foreigner myself, that is one thing you and I will share in common. Having lived, studied, and worked in Spain for nearly a decade, we also look forward to talking about the reality of relocating to Spain, living in vibrant capital city, and forming part of this distinguished university community. While I cannot guarantee that your university experience will always be easy, I can guarantee this. Upon graduating from the Universidad Europea de Madrid, you will spring into the world with a more globalized, digitalized, sustainable, and entrepreneurial mentality, ready to face the challenges of tomorrow, namely digital transformation, data analysis, sustainability, social equality, and so many more. We thoroughly hope you find this event insightful and beneficial as you research the various options of which university do I choose. In the following short video, Director of the Universidad Europea de Madrid, Dr. Elena Gazapo, will explain our academic model in more detail.
Hola, mi nombre es Elena Gazapo, soy la rectora de la Universidad Europea de Madrid y quiero darte las gracias por estar con nosotros en nuestra jornada de puertas abiertas. Sabemos que estás en un momento muy importante de tu vida. Estás a punto de comenzar una nueva etapa, un futuro que comienza en la elección de universidad, ya sea para cursar una titulación de grado o un ciclo formativo de grado superior. La Universidad Europea está formada por una red de instituciones presentes en Madrid, Valencia, Canarias, Oporto y Lisboa, que comparten una visión única, la visión One University. Con más de 25 años de trayectoria, 25.000 alumnos y más de 80.000 egresados, proporcionamos a nuestros estudiantes una educación integral, formando líderes y profesionales preparados para dar respuesta a las necesidades de un mundo global, para aportar valor en sus profesiones y contribuir al progreso social, siempre desde un espíritu emprendedor y de compromiso ético. Nuestro compromiso con nuestros estudiantes se sustenta en un sólido modelo académico eminentemente práctico, que permite conocer la realidad profesional en un entorno global y multicultural donde más del 30% de los estudiantes son internacionales y con acuerdos de intercambios y prácticas en más de 70 países. En la Universidad Europea de Madrid contamos con una amplia oferta formativa en la gran mayoría de las áreas de conocimiento, con más de 200 grados, ciclos formativos de grado superior, posgrados y programas de la Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid Universidad Europea. Nuestra comunidad docente permanece en constante contacto con las profesiones para garantizar una formación a la vanguardia de las necesidades del mercado laboral, lo que se traduce en más de 6.000 acuerdos de colaboración con empresas y con elevadas tasas de empleabilidad cercanas al 90% y con rangos salariales un 40% por encima de la media de universidades privadas. Este contacto con las profesiones también se pone de manifiesto en nuestra oferta académica, en permanente actualización para responder a las necesidades profesionales en diferentes áreas como educación, ingeniería o comunicación, por nombrar algunas de ellas. Además, en los últimos meses ha quedado de manifiesto la importancia del cuidado de la salud como elemento clave para la sociedad. Por eso apoyamos el concepto One Health, una sola salud, una estrategia global que defiende que la salud humana y la salud animal son interdependientes y están vinculadas a los ecosistemas en los que coexisten. Lo concebimos y lo implementamos a través de una nueva propuesta formativa que incluye biomedicina, veterinaria y medio ambiente y sostenibilidad. En la Universidad Europea queremos acompañarte en tu viaje y lo hacemos a través de nuestro modelo académico de aprendizaje experiencial HighFlex, que tiene un enfoque eminentemente práctico que te permitirá adquirir los conocimientos, las competencias y valores adecuados para el desarrollo de tu futura profesión, así como afrontar los retos de la transformación social y digital. Un viaje de aprendizaje en el que contarás con las mejores instalaciones, equipo docente y tecnología para que aprendas haciendo, enfrentándote desde los primeros años de formación a situaciones simuladas y reales del día a día de las profesiones. Un modelo que te permitirá ganar horas de vuelo gracias a la última tecnología en laboratorios y entornos virtuales, contando siempre con la cercanía y la dedicación constante de tus profesores. ¿Quieres saber cómo es el día a día estudiando en la Universidad Europea? Tendrás a tu disposición un campus seguro, con magníficas instalaciones y laboratorios, como Industria 4.0, que cuenta con las principales tecnologías como Internet de las Cosas, ciberseguridad, sensores o Big Data, entre otros, para garantizar un aprendizaje basado en proyectos con el estado del arte de la cuarta revolución industrial. El Human Performance Research Lab, un espacio de última generación para el aprendizaje transdisciplinar sobre los beneficios y usos del ejercicio físico en la salud y en el rendimiento de las personas. O el hospital simulado, para que puedas practicar con las situaciones que viven los profesionales sanitarios, pero en un entorno seguro. El elevado número de profesores que siguen el ejercicio profesional, cuya enseñanza está directamente relacionada con su experiencia laboral, te garantizan una conexión con el mundo real desde el primer año. Además, contarás con aulas dotadas con la última tecnología y podrás hacer uso de diferentes herramientas digitales como entornos de simulación, gamificación, laboratorios virtuales y contenidos digitales de alto valor añadido. Todo ello accesible también fuera del horario de clase para maximizar tus horas de vuelo. Y todo esto en el entorno de nuestros campus seguros, en los que podrás participar en múltiples actividades y exprimir al máximo la vida universitaria. Toda nuestra comunidad universitaria te está esperando para acompañarte en este viaje donde la educación personalizada, el conocimiento humano y la tecnología más avanzada se dan la mano. Te dejo con los equipos de facultades y escuelas que te van a mostrar tu día a día desde las...
Before getting into the international experience from the Universidad Europea, which I know is a really interesting and important topic for many of you, I have seen already that many of you already type in the chat for when you're from or what's your degree of interest, which I really want to say thank you to you. For the rest of you who are participating in this event, I encourage you to participate as well in the chat, which we're going to answer all the questions you may have in the Q&A session. So studying at the Universidad Europea entails a rich international experience from day one. Of our approximately 30,000 students 42% are international, coming from 122 nations, making our university one of the most diverse and multicultural in Spain. We also proudly offer internship and training placement opportunities in more than 40 countries so that students can break out of their comfort zone and engage in professional networking on a global level. Since our founding, approximately 95,000 students have graduated from the Universidad Europea between our three campuses in Madrid, Valencia, and the Canary Islands. Fortunately, approximately 90% of our alumni secure employment within their first year of graduating, and 25% of them are currently working and practicing their respective professions abroad, outside of Spain. We know that employability is important to you, which is why we strive to bring you as close as possible to the professional world from day one. As I mentioned, we have signed agreements and built enduring relationships with approximately 40,000 companies and institutions worldwide, where you, as a student, will get that practical experience working hand in hand with a reputable professional of your field, be it an architect, an aeronautical engineer, professional sports team manager, a psychologist, a dentist, a CEO, and so many more. As previously mentioned, our academic model centers upon experiential learning or learning by doing. We invite you to take advantage of our pioneer facilities where you will carry out coursework in environments that recreate professional spaces with the highest precision, allowing you to learn in a safe way as a preliminary step to the professional internships. These spaces are accessible even outside class hours so that you can continue practicing and polishing your skills as much as you need. In this learning methodology, you will learn collaboratively from our expert faculty who are up to date with the latest trends and technology. It is also worth noting that 80% of our professors are active professionals within their fields, so you always have a close link to the professional world from day one. I will now like to explain our degrees taught 100% in English within our faculties within our campus in Villaviciosa de Odón. So let's start with the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. But before diving into the individual degrees, please enjoy this short video that paints a picture of this faculty. With more than 5,500 students since its creation and 25% of international students, the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Science contributes to the development of each individual's potential to improve people's health and quality of life. As part of its facilities, the Universidad Europea has 2 simulated hospitals that allows students to learn about clinical practices in a truly authentic settings. In these spaces, the possibilities are endless. We can simulate to precision anything from an intensive care unit, an operation room, a delivery room. In fact, we even have a robot called named Rufina who gives birth. And of course, the simulated hospitals possesses all the necessary bells and whistles, but in my opinion, the differentiation aspect of this facility is the ability to work as a team with different health professionals. For example, it's quite common for psychology students to work collaboratively with our medical students. That multidisciplinary aspect of health sciences is truly at the heart of our simulated hospitals. Additionally, we offer state-of-the-art structure and function labs filled with anatomical models and virtual reality glasses that allow students to enter any bodily system on the molecular level, as well as avant-garde dentistry laboratories that facilitate experiential learning. So after gaining crucial experience within our simulated settings, our students then treat real patients at hospitals, clinics, and laboratories in the final years of their degree. It's worth mentioning that we often receive excellent feedback about our students as they show up on day with experience in handling patients, initiative, and enthusiasm. In this faculty, you can study the following bachelor's degrees 100% in English. Bachelor's degree in dentistry. The first I would like to point out is that we also probably offer from our campus in Valencia, and the Universidad Europea has trained top-notch dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons since 1996, thanks to our latest technologies, such as our simulated hospital, preclinical dentistry lab, and smart lab, in which students employ unique virtual reality simulators, experiencing sensations almost identical to those they will feel in the real patient. This degree entails 5 years of study. The first year, students will explore the basic sciences of anatomy, biology, chemistry, and genetics, whereas the second and third years, the curriculum focuses more on medical pathologies, orthodontics, endodontics, and oral surgery. After acquiring all the skills needed to treat real-life patients, in the final 2 years, students will complete 900 hours of internships within our university dental clinics located in downtown Madrid. Please, those that know that our university dental clinics receive over 94,000 consultations and perform over 160,000 treatments annually. And within our fourth year bachelor's degree in psychology, you will gain a deep understanding of human behavior to help improve our global society. Similar to dentistry and other biomedical and health science related degrees, the first year provides the students with a strong theoretical base within the fields of biology and anatomy. In this first year, our students also attend seminars with leading psychologists from different areas, such as prison psychologists, military psychologists, clinical psychologists, hospital psychologists, as well as experts in human resources. Our degree has a strong practical approach, given that starting your third year, you will carry out internships in external centers and learn all about patient care in institutions and psychology clinics. All in all, you will complete more than 600 hours of internships, after which you will feel 100% comfortable treating and diagnosing patients in a real-life setting. But don't worry about attending real-life patients, as you will have ample experience working with our actors within the simulated hospital. Our actors can play the role of patients with a wide array of pathologies, from schizophrenia to a panic attack, to an eating disorder, and even a patient with a terminal disease. Now, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in biotechnology, which is also offered from our campus in Valencia. What I love about this degree is that it is very wide in scope, allowing students to gain experience in various fields, all with a strong entrepreneurial approach. You will learn about the pharmaceutical industry at large, as well as the latest technological advances in bioscience. Thanks to our innovative curriculum, you'll acquire the skills needed to develop and improve the design of, for example, new drugs, food products, or the bioremediation of contaminated environments, among many others. The Universidad Europea biotech students also enjoy privileged access to the main research centers in Madrid, such as CSIC, Carlos III Health Institute, as well as the Paraplegic Hospital of Toledo. Our bachelor's degree in biomedicine looks beyond the frontiers of present-day medicine, improving the care that we will provide by tomorrow's healthcare professionals. Our program offers cutting-edge research opportunities, hands-on experience in state-of-the-art laboratories, and personalized guidance from top experts in the field. And now, join our vibrant community of students and faculty dedicated to making a difference in the world of healthcare. Don't just imagine the future of medicine, be a part of creating it with us. That will conclude our degrees offered in English within our Faculty of Biomedical and Health Science. Students, please, if you have any questions about any of these degrees, please feel free to ask us in the live chat, and we will be happy to answer them in the Q&A session following the presentation of the degrees. Now, we'll move into our Faculty of STEAM, but please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of the day-to-day life within the world of engineering, architecture, and sciences. Now, if you are passionate about building, constructing, planning, drawing, giving form to objects, and physically transforming the world around us, the Faculty of STEAM is right up your alley. The university's schools of engineering and architecture train competitive professionals with an international and interprofessional approach through project-based learning and hands-on experience with leading companies in the sector. Fortunately, we provide our students with cutting-edge facilities such as our Digital Fabrication Laboratory, also called Fab Lab, design-oriented classrooms, a wind tunnel, as well as a wide array of workshops for testing and manufacturing mechanics, materials, hydraulics, sculptures, among others. It's also worth mentioning that the Universidad Europea is the first private institution to achieve the NAAB International Certification from the United States, and this certification evaluates and recognizes international architecture programs of particularly high quality standards, equivalent to the programs in the United States and Canada. We are also the only Spanish university validated by the Royal Institute of British Architecture, RIBA, since 2019. This is, without doubt, the most prestigious association of architects in the world. We also boast agreements with reputable international universities, such as the University of California, Irvine, as well as with prominent companies such as Airbus, Iberia, Repsol, Siemens, Altran, Bosch Security Systems, among others. Outside of the classroom, students will have the opportunity to participate in university clubs such as Formula One, Robotic Club, Design Club, Art Division, Computing, and New Technologies, just to name a few. All clubs are 100% comprised of students with the support and guidance of our highly qualified teaching staff. In this faculty, you can study the following English thought degrees. So let's first delve into our bachelor's degree in Fundamentals of Architecture, which entails a 5-year curriculum. As I mentioned previously, the Universidad Europea is the first university in Europe to obtain both NAAB and the RIBA international accreditations, which will make it easier for you to practice in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. You will utilize innovative technologies of BIM methodology, digital manufacturing, and virtual reality. And you will work in innovative laboratories such as the Fab Lab, digital design workshops, BIM classroom, or the rendering farm. In fact, our students complete more than 3,600 hours within our workshops, which truly set us apart from other universities. And as we move into the future, the field of architecture faces new horizons and challenges, namely sustainability, energy efficiency, urbanism, and smart cities, which are highly integrated into this avant-garde curriculum. Regarding our bachelor's degree in aerospace and aircraft engineering, you will learn how to design and manage aircraft manufacturing projects, calculate orbits, use avionics hardware and software, ensure air safety, control satellite missions, and monitor aeronautical systems. The students will utilize all of our top-notch facilities, including our wind tunnel, as well as our Fab Lab and material resistance laboratories. And throughout their degree, students also have the opportunity to collaborate in world-renowned projects like Flying Dreams, designing and constructing a handmade aircraft without the use of a motor. In fact, last year, our students ended up as finalists within the Fly Your Ideas competition, which is organized by Airbus. And in addition to this project, our students can also participate in our Air Division Club, in which team members have collaborated with SpaceX to launch a satellite into space. Let's now take a look at our bachelor's degree in industrial system engineering, specifically at the mechanics track. Since its origins in the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century, the engineering field has paved the way in humankind's ingenuity, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Now, you can join the fourth industrial revolution, which is currently booming and needs the best professionals to keep moving forward. Starting from the fundamentals of basic sciences, such as physics, chemistry, and mathematics, you will acquire mechanical knowledge, such as resistance of materials, machine design, and manufacturing, which will allow you to participate in the manufacturing of any mechanical product, from the most simplest to the most complex and delicate systems you can imagine. Once you have completed your degree in mechanical engineering at the Universidad Europea, you will find opportunities in a number of sectors, including the automotive industry, logistics operations, food industry, material processing, the industrial chemical sector, industrial installations, and the list goes on and on. And as far as computer engineering is concerned, please note that 100% of our students secure employment within the first 6 months after finishing their studies. So during your degree, you'll acquire the ability to design and program all types of complex systems, such as robotics, big data applications, artificial intelligence systems and communications, and also cybersecurity. You will also learn in facilities such as the network laboratories, the XR lab, augmented reality, the robotic and electronic laboratory, the tech factory, and even the simulated hospital. And aside from the facilities, you will also train using Vanguard programs like IBM Azure, Google Cloud, and Office 365 solutions. The Universidad Europea also has its own cloud where you can access these programs outside of our campus from the comfort of your own home. And last but not least, I would like to point out that the students can get involved in a variety of clubs related to the field, like the Computer and New Technologies Club, Robotic Club, or Game Studio 4.0 Club, and so many more. Now, let's move on to our degree in physics. So during your first 2 years, students will study the basic principles like fundamentals of physics, mathematical analysis, chemistry, linear algebra, analytical geometry, mechanics and waves, thermodynamics, and electromagnetism. Then, at the start of the third year, you can choose to specialize in one of 3 subjects. Computing and data analysis, which is it focuses more on quantum technology as well as many other innovative subjects. Second will be materials, in which you will put into practice your tissue physics and nanotechnology subjects within the materials lab. And the last will be electronics, which is the most traditional and versatile branch of applied physics. And within this track, you will learn how electronic instrumentation works in practice. In the fourth year, students, of course, complement their studies with curricular internships like reputable companies such as Airbus, IBM, Deloitte, Iberdrola, or Bosch Security Systems. And to conclude our Faculty of STEAM, now let's move on to our bachelor's degree in mathematical engineering in data science, which is my personal field of study. First, I would like to share a few fun facts about big data. So did you know that 98% of the world's data has been generated just in the last 2 years, and 99.7% of the stored information is yet to be accessed? The aim of this degree is to train future mathematicians with a global vision of computing, calculus, and business as a data scientist. You will acquire top-notch training in the operation, development, design, and administration of mass data systems and analytical functions applicable to multiple industries. That could be energy, education, industry, mathematical engineering, and research. Now, we will move into our creative campus, but first, let's take a look at this newly released video.
¿Eres un espíritu inquieto? Para ti nace Creative Campus. Un espacio efervescente de innovación, diseño y creación. Tecnología, diseño y creatividad ya no irán por separado. Nosotros ponemos los medios, tú la imaginación. Ven a estudiar las disciplinas que marcarán el futuro. El talento sale de tu inspiración y circula por tus manos. Aprende creando. El protagonista eres tú. Encuentra trabajo en aquello que sueñas. Interactúa con profesores, artistas, diseñadores, profesionales y desarrolla tus proyectos en empresas punteras. En el corazón de Madrid, el motor creativo de España. En Creative Campus descubrirás un entorno diverso, internacional y multicultural. Una tribu de jóvenes como tú. No mires el cambio, sé parte de él.
We are really excited about this brand new state-of-the-art campus located on María de Molina Street, right in the heart of Madrid, which will produce the next generation of graphic digital arts product, interior UX and animation and video games, and fashion designers. We will equip your pupils with the skills required to face the global challenges generated by technological, ecological, social, and economic change, ensuring that they are able to propose innovative, bold, fair, and sustainable solutions that improve the lives of people, society, and the future of the planet. With more than 5,000 square meters of high-tech facilities, the Creative Campus will offer digital and construction laboratories, simulation areas, state-of-the-art classrooms, exhibition and meeting spaces, where students, together with expert faculty members, engage in experiential learning and project-based learning opportunities. The students can test, experiment, prototype, invent, and imagine beyond the limits of the classroom, acquiring the transdisciplinary skills and knowledge required to become the best agents of future change. Also, IADE and the Universidad Europea have partnered to provide the best educational offer in the areas of fashion design and interior design, with a wide range of official undergraduate, postgraduate, and master's degree, both online and on campus. Let's take a quick look at our bachelor's degree in design. Training as a designer allows you to create projects that will influence the way in which we interact, experience, and live the reality at all levels. Design has become a true benchmark of a strategic business culture. And at the Universidad Europea, we train designers at the highest level through an active experiential learning methodology, in connection with architects and many other professionals within the art, creativity, and innovation industry with a very international approach. And in the bachelor's degree in animation, we provide you with all the tools so you can develop your creativity without limits 24 hours a day. You have the Tech Factory, the first professional studio within a university, where you will have free access to professional licensed software to create, design, produce, and direct your own animation project. Additionally, you will have access to the computer farm for rendering and the XR lab with various motion capture systems. In the bachelor's degree in video games, you will learn to create and develop video games using your talent and the latest technologies. You can also join the UA Game Studio 3.0 Students Club, where several professionals video games have been developed and launched to the market, already reaching 3 million views and reviewed by a YouTuber called Mark Plier, And additionally, 16 jams have been organized on campus, among many other activities in which you can collaborate or lead. The university provides Wacom classrooms, digital fabrication laboratory, chroma key room, and editing studios, which will be your tools to develop your passion close to the most relevant professionals in the sector, who are the teachers who teach you every day. Furthermore, you will visit the studios where you will experience live action. And to conclude, the first and an exclusive bachelor's degree in design management, this degree will prepare you to lead companies related to art, design, fashion, and other design disciplines. This degree is in a global format, allowing you to study part of your program at prestigious foreign universities. And now we will move into the social and communications faculty. But before that, sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of the faculty. For our future business partners, brand ambassadors, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and audiovisual and multimedia professionals, let's take a look of what we have in store for you. I would like to start by pointing out that the Universidad Europea is the first Spanish university to receive the prestigious ACBSP accreditation for our bachelor's degree in business administration and our bachelor's degree in marketing, which recognizes the quality of our training programs. We boast numerous partnerships with companies, institutions, law firms, and NGOs worldwide like RTBE, Mediaset, Telemadrid, Repsol, Zeppelin, and Google. We also have forged relationships and signed agreements with leading international universities such as the London School of Economics and the University of California, Berkeley, and for study abroad opportunities. Now, students can put their knowledge into practice thanks to our professional laboratories, including our television sets and green screen, financial hub, business consulting lab, international negotiation lab, and our simulated courtroom. Within this faculty, you can study the following degrees completely in English. Of course, for any business-related degree, you will gain a deep understanding of the various procedures and departments of any healthy business. For example, management, finance, communication, marketing, accounting, and strategy, all with an emphasis of developing your emotional intelligence, public speaking, and active listening skills. I would like to underscore that all our business students collaborate and carry out projects within our consulting lab. Essentially, the Universidad Europea works with a multitude of multinational companies that present us with ongoing issues or challenges they're facing. And guided by a professor, our students then analyze the issue, develop a methodology, and create solutions. Our business students collaborated in over 1,500 projects, among them for BMW, in which our students created a social media campaign in this world-renowned automobile manufacturer. Our business students also have the amazing opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities like our Capital Markets Club or Crypto Club, as well as our Digital Business Week. Now, focusing specifically on our bachelor's degree in international business, you will learn how to identify and use the key levers that facilitate business success in a truly international environment. My favorite aspect of this degree is that students are required to study abroad in both their third and fourth years, being able to choose from more than 100 destinations, thanks to the agreements with the best universities in Europe, North America, and Asia. In your fourth year, you will study in exclusive destinations such as McGill University in Canada or University of California in Berkeley. And students can also choose to study a double global bachelor's degree in international business and international relations, which entails 5 years of study. Now, students studying our bachelor's degree in business administration will learn all about the realities of business, attend conferences and seminaries, visit companies, and carry out workshops, all with the goal of placing the students' talents and goals at the forefront. You may be wondering, what is the difference between international business and business administration? Well, to put it simply, international business provides more emphasis on legal components and the macroeconomic environment, while business administrations tends to focus more on microeconomic matters. Now, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in business analytics, in which students acquire the analytical and management skills needed to succeed in various departments of any company. This is a degree designed by active professionals and managers of companies that apply big data to their business strategies, like Google, ING, Toyota, and Accenture. And the curriculum entails a fourth-year degree and provides the students with a hybrid profile between a traditional business profile and a technical profile that focuses on mathematics, business intelligence, statistics, and programming. Companies and institutions around the globe are on the hunt for profile skills in data analysis and crunching big numbers, so this degree certainly beholds a promising future. Let's now delve into our bachelor's degree in economics. This degree prepares you to be an economics of the future with a fast-paced international environment, developing analysis and synthesis abilities and learning to use the latest technologies and innovation. We are proudly partnered with Repsol, Accenture, McKinsey & Company, Bankinter, Kia, and many others. Our students can carry out their curricular internships, of course, and we truly need professionals training in economics as it serves as the base and foundation for the global economy. We will now depart from the world of business and move into our global bachelor's degree in international relations, also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. By studying this degree, you will become an expert in diplomacy and gain a firm understanding of how sovereign states, NGOs, interest groups, banks, and other international entities communicate with each other, all from an international, political, economic, social, and legal perspective. Participate in our Model United Nations or International Relations Club to deepen your knowledge of international affairs and enjoy studying abroad your entire fourth year at the prestigious University of McGill in Montreal, Canada. If you envision yourself participating in internships within the United Nations, the European Union, or collaborating on a Spanish diplomatic mission abroad, perhaps this global bachelor's degree is for you. Now we're about to conclude the presentation of this specific faculty, but first, let's take a look at the world of communication. Our bachelor's degree in advertising trains professionals to understand the mindset and demands of the consumer and to create a strategic plan to penetrate any type of global market. Our curriculum entails subjects like neuromarketing, big data, new business models, psychology of the consumer, market research, event planning, as well as usability, design, or trend research. But let's not forget about the importance of creativity and imagination required within this field. Students will learn how to apply their creativity to make their target market or clientele fall in love with any given product. Lastly, I would like to highlight an amazing opportunity for advertising students called Pitching Minds, which entails an elite group dedicated to advertising creativity. The selected students attend national and international advertising festivals. To date, the Universidad Europea is the most successful with over 50 awards and distinctions. Now, let's discuss our bachelor's degree in media studies. Just so you get an idea of the traction that this field is gaining on the world stage, did you know that in 2021 and 2022, videos represent more than 80% of the content generated on the internet? This degree aims to train future professionals to work on diverse audiovisual products on any platform in any medium, like cinema, television, radio, video games, and the internet itself. The curriculum includes subjects such as motion graphic, infographic, and data processing, transmedia narrative, app design, gamification, and entertainment formats. So if you envision yourself on the TV screen or working behind the camera or scene, I suggest you research this degree in more detail. Plus, you will train and polish all the skills in your avant-garde multimedia facility called European Media, replete with TV set, green screen, editing rooms, digital imaging, and photography labs. Finally, let's discuss our bachelor's degree in marketing. This program helps the student acquire the knowledge, abilities, and skills needed to respond to the challenges that companies and institutions are currently facing. Neuromarketing, e-commerce, big data, and digital ecosystems are now key subjects that you should master if you want to opt for employment opportunities in this new digital economy. Throughout this fourth year bachelor's in marketing, you will take part in more than 400 hours of internships and work placements at leading companies, obtaining the skills needed to succeed and networking with experienced industry professionals. So that will conclude our presentation of degree within the realm of social sciences and communications. Students, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Please send your questions regarding these degrees through the live chat and we'll happily answer them in the upcoming Q&A session. Now, please enjoy this short video that paints a picture of the Faculty of Sports Sciences, the last faculty we will discuss this evening. Did you know that the newspaper El Mundo and the prestigious Shanghai ranking consider our Faculty of Sports Sciences one of the best in Spain to study the physical activity sciences and physiotherapy degrees? In fact, the Eduniversal ranking places our MBA in sports management within the top 50 worldwide. We boast approximately 35,000 square meters of state-of-the-art sport facilities, including our 9 tennis and 4 paddle courts, rock climbing wall, beach volleyball courts, track and football field, and our 500 square meters fitness room, and also our human performance research lab, where students carry out research projects related to biomechanics, physiology, and vision, and our semi-Olympic size swimming pools, one exterior and another indoor. Do note that we are the only university in Spain that has its own acclimatized 25-meter swimming pool. We are also proud partners of Real Madrid, thanks to our Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid, Universidad Europea, which provides our students with the opportunity to specialize in a specific area of the sports sector thanks to our wide portfolio of master's degree taught from our campus in Alcobendas. In this faculty, you can study the following degrees 100% in English. So first, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in physiotherapy. I would like to point out that this is the only degree in Spain accredited by the World Confederation for Physical Therapy, and the Universidad Europea has been named the best private center in the second best in Spain for studying this field, according to the 2022 ranking in the El Mundo newspaper. From their first year, a student completed more than 700 hours of practical on-campus simulation coursework within our simulated hospital, Human Performance Research Center, and classrooms specifically designed for physical therapy. Then, starting their second year, students complete 1,200 hours of clinical training within a physical therapy clinic. Our graduates have secured highly sought-after positions within the realm of sports, neurology, cardiovascular and respiratory therapy, traumatology, oncology, pediatrics, and geriatrics. It's also worth noting that over 75% of physical therapists are self-employed, so a large portion of our graduates go on to becoming leading entrepreneurs, operating their own clinics and serving as the captain of their own ship. Our global bachelor's degree in sports management is geared toward that student that loves the world of sports but doesn't envision herself or himself playing or training professionally. So if your passions entail creating your own brand, overseeing the construction of sports facilities, specializing in sports publicity or journalism, managing a professional club, sports federations or companies, perhaps this degree is for you. We want you to have the profile that managers in the sport industry are looking for: a high quality university education, a broad business vision, versatility, and an international mindset, of course. The aspects I most love about this global bachelor's degree are the travel and study abroad opportunities. In the second year, students embark on an immersive experience inside the sports industry within Spain, outside of Madrid. While in the third year, students learn about the management of world-class events in a corporate trip to New York City. And finally, in the fourth year, students experience a full year abroad in the United States, studying at the prestigious New Haven University in Connecticut. On the other hand, our bachelor's degree in physical activity and sports sciences aims to prepare students to become leading professionals in the world of fitness and health. The first 2 years, students will choose a total of 8 sports, for example, basketball, soccer, handball, golf, cycling, swimming, aquatic activities, judo, winter sports, or volleyball. Then, in the final 2 years, the student will specialize in soccer and basketball training. In parallel to the studies, students also obtain a certified professional trainer and certified strength and conditional specialist certifications by the world-renowned international entity NSCA. And that will conclude the presentation of our English study degrees. And now I will cover the admission process, our scholarships program, and living in Spain. But prior to that, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video about our campus in Villavista Celedon. I would like to touch upon the admission process. First, I would like to mention that the application window for this upcoming 2025-2026 academic year is currently open, and we encourage you all to participate. So the first step will be to establish contact with one of our dedicated enrollment advisors, who will be your main point of contact throughout the admission process, up until you register for classes. We will assign you an advisor that is a true expert in the degree of your choice, answering any questions you may have, and providing you and your family a campus tour of our installations. Your advisor will give you access to your pre-student portal and send you your online admissions test, which consists of, irrelevant of your degree, a professional skills and ability test, which will evaluate, for example, how you work in group settings, how you make decisions, your level of empathy, self-motivation. Secondly, you will complete a written interview comprised of 5 questions, in which you will need to respond as honestly and detailed as possible. And lastly, all students, regardless of any previous official language certificates they may have, will need to take a Spanish level exam and an English level exam. These are 50 minutes in duration and contain a grammar, listening, and reading section. And kindly note that if your maternal language is either Spanish or English, you will not need to take that specific test. Upon completing your online admissions test, our selection committee will evaluate your results and within about 48 hours, relay your admission status to your advisor, who will be in touch with you as soon as possible. If admitted and the Universidad Europea is the right fit, your next step will be to reserve your place within your pre-student portal. This will guarantee your spot within your bachelor's degree, allow you to proceed forward with your registration process, permit you to apply for scholarships, and of course, provide you peace of mind knowing that you are officially off to university in the fall of 2025. There are a limited number of spaces per degree, so it is my recommendation to start the process as soon as possible. Now let's take a look at the most important dates of the degrees with special processes. So our dentistry degree taught 100% in English, and our physiotherapy degree taught 100% in French. In the rest of the degrees, there are no special processes. The admission process already has begun, and it will continue until the start of classes in September 2025, or until places are sold out. The degrees that first run out of places tends to be those in the areas of biomedical and health. The dates of the special processes for both dentistry degree and English and physiotherapy degree are the same. And in order to be in the first admission process, it's crucial for you to finish the tests and have presented all the documentation respectively. If you do not have an advisor yet, don't worry, because after this session, you will have one assigned. In the first column shows the deadline to submit the documentation and the finished English test. And the second column shows the date where the results of the admission process is communicated. And the last one is the deadline to proceed with the payment. Now, as I mentioned, the Universidad Europea de Madrid offers competitive scholarship programs that provide financial aid to our students of high academic and athletic performance. Kindly note that within our webpage, you will find numerous scholarships. However, I would like to highlight two that are applicable to our international students. The first is the Beca de Excelencia, or a scholarship of excellence, which is awarded to those students of high academic standing whose annual household income does not exceed 100,000 euros a year. This scholarship covers 3,000 euros of your tuition annually. And do note that you can apply for this scholarship between March 16 and July 16, 2025. Only if your reservation fee has been paid, of course. And you will submit your final high school grades through our scholarship online portal, and any applications submitted after July 16th will not be considered. The second is the Plan Compite, or Plan Compete, granted those incoming scholar athletes of particularly high athletic performance. These candidates must accredit their athletic standing within the last year through the Ministry or Federation of Sports within your home country. This scholarship will cover 30% of your tuition, excluding your reservation fee and file opening fee. And yes, you can apply for both scholarships, and if granted both, the student will receive the one that is most financially beneficial. Lastly, I would like to point out that for all incoming students for our 2025-2026 academic year, we do have an early enrollment discount of 30% in the reservation fee this month of May. These discounts apply to all of the aforementioned degrees within the exception of dentistry. Students, if you have any questions about the admission process, admissions tests, or scholarship programs, please don't hesitate to ask us in the live chat, and we will answer them in the Q&A session to follow. Prior to the questions and answers, I would like to touch briefly upon the experience of living in Madrid, particularly for those interested students that will be relocating from another home country. As a foreigner myself, originally from Venezuela, I have had the fortune of calling Madrid home for nearly a decade. Madrid is Spain's main cultural and business hub, abundant in world-class museums like the Prado, Reina Sofia, the Thyssen, sports venue, awe-inspiring architecture monuments, parks, green spaces, and houses the headquarters of countless multinational companies, institutions, and hospitals. Madrid is an extremely welcoming city and boasts a street life vibrancy hospitality, overall quality of life that comes second to none. It is located in the geographic center of the nation. Madrid is well connected by air and rail to all corners of Spain and other major European cities. And thanks to our high-speed train system, we are about 2.5 hours from Barcelona, Valencia, Sevilla, and Malaga, and about 6 hours driving from Portugal's two major cities, Lisbon and Porto. Not to mention, the day trip excursions for Madrid are endless. And for those nature enthusiasts, Madrid is just a 45-minute drive from the Sierra de Guadarrama. It's a mountain range that bisects the Iberian Peninsula, and for those history buffs, we are an hour drive away from the medieval towns of Toledo, Segovia, and Avila. Madrid has a mild, dry, and pleasant climate year-round, although it's quite chilly from December to February and hot in July and August. And as far as living situations are concerned, we offer two on-campus student dormitories called Velázquez and Picasso, respectively, that are managed by a company called Xior, Xior. These dorms offer 4 categories of room: a shared room, an individual comfort, individual premium, and individual deluxe. Included in the price are breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, and a weekly room cleaning and sheet wash. Amenities include dining halls, study halls, a movie theater, a terrace, and not to mention, Xior residents are also automatic members of our sports club, gaining unlimited access to our sports facilities and group classes. And additionally, there are ample students' residences within the town of Villavicencio Celedón, just a few minutes from the campus by bus, and if you're interested in exploring other nearby options. However, for those of you wishing to live in the middle of hustle and bustle in the heart of downtown Madrid, the campus is also well connected by public transport. The commute from Madrid's Príncipe Pío station to our campus takes approximately 30 minutes, and aside from public transport, our university provides our own transportation with buses departing from Moncloa 6 times a day. Regarding to health insurance, there are various options at your disposal. However, according to the prices, coverage, and overall quality of the doctors and healthcare staff, we recommend Nueva Mutua Sanitaria, whose contact information you will find on the screen. And lastly, regarding your student visa, we will provide you the documentation needed to file for your visa through the Spanish embassy or consulate in your home country, once have confirmed your place and paid your reservation fee for the upcoming academic year. And we hope you enjoy this short video about our university clubs and extracurricular activities.
La vida universitaria te está esperando. Sabes que cuentas con más de 25 clubes donde puedes desarrollar todas tus habilidades y además conocer personas con tu misma afición.
¿Te gusta diseñar y construir objetos? Te invito a que te unas a los clubes de Fórmula, Robótica, Informática, Ciencias, Física, Game Studio o Air Division. Además, estos equipos participan en competiciones a nivel nacional e internacional, representando a nuestra universidad.
Tal vez te interesen actividades más culturales, así que puedes apuntarte al club de cine, al de teatro o al de fotografía.
Seguro que tienes el talento necesario.
También tenemos clubes para quienes quieran divertirse con juegos o deporte, como el club de eSport, el entrenamiento, club de rol o ajedrez. Jaque mate.
¿Eres trotamundos? Entonces tus clubes son o Relaciones Internacionales o Modelos de Naciones Unidas, que van a encuentros internacionales y nacionales. De hecho, este año fueron a París y a Dubái para representarnos.
En cambio, si lo tuyo es medicina, odontología, fisioterapia, psicología, biotecnología o ingeniería biomédica, contamos con agrupaciones para titulaciones específicas.
Estás a la última en todo, entonces no puedes perderte clubes como Pride
o podcast.
Y si aún así no encuentras un club que te interese, puedes crear uno nuevo.
We will now open the floor for Q&A within the live chat. You are free to ask us any questions you may have about each degree, admission process, campus, living in Spain, any questions you may have. My colleagues on the live chat and I will answer each in order of reception, and we are happy to answer any any and all questions now. So first, let's see. Okay, so I have a question. Says, my name is Adam El Ameri. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Thank you for joining us this evening, Adam. So, contacting you from France, and I'm interested in physiotherapy. I wanted to know if the diploma I will get will allow me to work in France. So yes, because all our diplomas with the liver are official in the entire European Union. So once you graduate here at the Universidad Europea, you could go to France and work there. So the answer is yes. Thank you again for joining us this evening, Adam. Have another question. This is Betre Shelban. Again, apologies if I didn't pronounce that right. It says, I wanted to know about the placements. Well, it will be good to know like the degree that you're interested in. So my colleagues from the student admission can send you all the information tomorrow. But normally we work with different spots. If you're interested, the best you can do is to do the admission process as soon as possible. So you are like, let's say, safe, or at least you are now in the process of getting into the degree. So I don't know exactly the number of spots of the degree that you're looking for, but don't worry. Our colleagues will be putting in contact with you tomorrow, and they can give you the exact like number, or at least give you an idea if you are like off to the degree or not. Thank you to answer to ask. My bad. So I think there's another question from Adam. So the time limit of pre-admission, the official admission, and the beginning of the courses. So like I said before, we open in the next October, and that's the admission process for the 2026 academic year. So if you're interested for this year, the application window is open for starting October of this year. If you would like to start for the next year, that will be again in October. That's where we open the application window again. So thank you very much for asking, Adam. I have another question from Charles. Says, thank you for joining us, Charles. For the Bachelor's of Psychology degree, do you know when the waitlist people will be notified? So yeah, so I mean, once we reach the position of each candidate, then we will call them. So basically, once the list moves, then we will call all the students to let them know, like, hey, you are on the spot, or you got selected, okay, to course in the degree. So don't worry about that, because we will let you know as soon as the spot is available for you. So thank you very much for asking, Charles. I have another question from Margot Rochelles. It's the architecture degree is 100% in English. Yes, it is 100% in English. Yeah. So thank you for asking, Margot. I have another question from Tabi. It says, I'm very interested in studying sports management. I was wondering what exactly it entails. So the global sports sports management degree is like, let's say you like the sports, you like all the sports industry, but you don't envision yourself playing like a professional player. Most likely you like to understand all the behind the scenes, all right, of the sports industry. That will be the economic field, that could be how the clubs work, or how to create your own club, how the partnership with different companies and different like third parties partners work. So it's more like a company understanding, right? So I will say it's close to the business like administration kind of degree, but it's really focused on this niche sector, which is the sports industry, which is huge. So if you like the sports industry, if you like what is all behind the scenes, then this degree is definitely for you. So thank you very much for asking. Oh, I forgot here. Ottavin, thank you. Now I have another question for my God, which is thanks a lot. It is possible to start without Spanish competencies. So yeah, so basically you can start your degree, and of course, in terms of the of doing the internships, you will receive some subjects specifically for language. So because it's important for you to know that once you get to do the internships, we have a lot of companies like international companies, but also local companies. So will be good for the students to learn and to talk Spanish. So you can start without knowing the language, but the university will require you to at least know some Spanish in order to continue your degree and also like for graduating. So thank you very much for asking again, Margot. I have another question from Charles. Are there still accommodation space available on campus? Yes. I don't know how many. I don't have the exact numbers of spots available. I know they have spots available still. So I don't know if you could get the contact of Zero on screen, but if not, doesn't matter because we have. If you type like CIOR on the internet, you will have all the contact details of them, and you can ask them. Or if you're around here, you can you want to visit us. We have, of course, the student housing here, so both ways work. But yes, we do have spots available still. Thank you for asking again, Charles. Let's see, Tabby. As the temper does Madrid get in the winter and spring? Okay, I understand that you're asking like for the temperature in those like like the weather or if it's hot or not. So in winter it's chilly. I mean it's chilly from December, February. Then on the months of like summer, it's like really hot. It's a really dry weather. So that's also like a good thing depending on how you see. And for the spring, that's like an intermediate. It's not too hot, also not too cold. So I will say like it's like in the middle of both. So we have everything for all the tastes. So if you like hot, we have some. If you like really cold weather, so we have winter. So yeah. Thank you for asking again, Tabby. I have another question. It's Tile Neef. It says, I'm an athlete that competed internationally, but for a private club. Can I still apply for the scholarship if it has nothing to do with the country's ministries? It will depend. It will depend if you can get like a certificate, official certificate in the of your sport, right? So if there's a certificate that you can get that says that you're a high athlete, then yes. But normally that you could ask that to the ministry or federation of your home country to see if they can provide you like a certified like a or something to validate that you are actually like a high level athlete. So I don't want to say yes or no because again that will depend if you can get the paper. But so far, and if you're like a high athlete and in your sport they recognize you like a high athlete, you should receive it. But I will make sure. But thank you for asking, Tanif. So I don't see any more questions so far. So okay, yeah. Well, thank you again for your questions, and thanks to our colleagues for the detailed answers. Students and families attending this evening, as I mentioned at the beginning of this event, choosing a degree in a university is without doubt one of the most difficult things that you can face, right? It's a really difficult decision to make, and therefore it is my recommendation to research in detail a wide array of universities to study their fourth-year curriculum, evaluate the professors and on-campus installation, take into account the internships offering, and explore the various extracurricular activities at hand. because those of us that are a bit older than you can agree that your university years is perhaps one of the most rewarding chapters in a person's life. So if you envision yourself studying through project-based learning, gaining real experience in a professional setting, participating in clubs, in a sports team, and multicultural environment, and cultivating lifelong friendships with classmates from all around the world, perhaps the Universidad Europea de Madrid is the right fit for you. And our next on-campus open house event is scheduled for May 24th in the Creative Campus and in Villavicencio Saladón, which is a campus tour of our installations. And it will be a pleasure to welcome you all to our state-of-the-art campus in person. On behalf of the university, thank you so much for connecting with us this evening. Thank you to my team with the admissions department, David, Maria, Isabela, Jose Luis, Igor, Henry, as well as the technicians and production team for making this event a reality. And of course, a special thank you to all interested students and families for your participation in this open house event. Classes will start in September of 2025, and we hope to see you around campus. So good evening and buenas noches.